Welcome to an in-depth look at a pivotal moment in Indian history, February 1986. This was a month where India truly stood at a crossroads. India was a nation suspended between the echoes of its past and a turbulent future. The atmosphere in New Delhi was thick with a new kind of change. Imagine the grainy visuals of a VHS tape, the rumble of ambassador cars, and the flicker of a vintage color TV set. Rajiv Gandhi, the young prime minister, was barely 2 years into his term, promising a, quote, computer revolution to modernize the nation. But beneath the promise of progress, the air was thick with political tension that would redefine the country for decades to come. The month opened with a thunderclap. On February 1st, following a court order, the locks of the Babri Masjid in Ayodhya were opened for Hindu worship, a moment that shifted the gravity of Indian politics forever. Meanwhile, the north was restless. In Punjab, fundamentalists had taken control of the Golden Temple complex, signifying escalating conflict. And in Kashmir's Anantnag district, communal riots broke out, marking a painful prelude to the mass exodus that would follow years later. Yet, amid the turmoil, the nation found a shared sanctuary in culture. This was the golden age of Doordarshan. In the evenings, the nation sought refuge in the, quote, small screen. It was the golden age of the neighborhood, where one TV set often served an entire lane. February 1986 saw the debut of Bunyad, a saga of partition that moved every household to tears, reflecting collective history and pain. We also gathered around Doordarshan for Nukhad, finding our own lives reflected in the struggles and camaraderie of the street corner. Beyond politics and the small screen, a revolution was underway in cinema and music. At the box office, we were laughing with Anil Kapoor in Chameli Ki Shadi, which released this very month, alongside the action of Jambaz. But the true soundtrack of February '86 was the, quote, the cassette revolution. Gulshan Kumar's T-Series was booming, making music accessible to the masses. Everyone was humming Chitti Ai Hai from the upcoming film Naam, a song that quickly became the emotional anthem for every Indian living far from home. As the month closed, the contradictions of 1986 were starkly visible. It gave us the stories that made us cry, the music that made us feel, and the political tremors that still vibrate today. 40 years later, we look back not just at the news, but at the soul of a nation trying to find its way. This was India then,